What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 6 and another race car build. My vehicle today is the 1991 BMW M3. I thought about using a German car because I haven't used a German car in this series yet, and I saw this and thought it would make a pretty good race car build. It now has 524 horsepower, 412 torque, which isn't too bad. Weighs 2,938 pounds, which is on the heavy side, I will be honest. The engine that I went with in this was the 3.2 litre i6, so a different engine. We haven't used this engine yet, so let's see how fast this thing will go around the Top Gear test track. Alright, so here we are with the BMW M3. Let's see how this thing goes. I don't really know what to expect. Currently in the lead is the Toyota Celica with a 1 minute 20.484. Now that car was front wheel drive. This car, of course, rear wheel drive. We do not change the drive line in the cars. So yeah, this is still rear wheel drive. So yeah, I mean, that Celica was a little bit of a kind of surprise going into first place, I will be honest. So maybe this car can do it. I'm not really too sure. Now this is the second most powerful car we have had so far. The first most powerful being the Ford Capri with over 600 horsepower. However, it was a little bit too much power for it to handle. So maybe this will do better. I mean, the Celica that's currently gone fastest is the least powerful car we've had so far, and it's front wheel drive. Now front wheel drive can be good in some circumstances, however rear wheel drive in most cases is better. You just don't want too much sliding around, which this car doesn't really seem to have. The Ford Capri slid around quite a lot. The Commodore wasn't too bad, however it slid around a little bit. This is probably the least slidey car we've had so far. To be fair, I'm taking it fairly cautious on this first lap, because I don't want to absolutely bin it straight away. We have got a big slide there, that's one thing. So yeah, we have 5 laps on this circuit, as you can see in the bottom left, to see how far we can go. So yeah, 120.484 is the time to beat if we want to be beating the Celica. The other times, I think it's like a 120.9 for the Commodore, 121.9 for the Capri. So yeah, we're aiming around the 120s if we want to be competitive, and I think this car will be competitive. Whether it will go into first place, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, this is actually quite nice to drive. Probably the nicest car to drive I've had so far. And obviously as well, with these first few cars, I'm kind of getting used to the game, and I'm probably better at the game every time I play it. So it's very likely that this car probably will go quicker than the Celica, but that may not necessarily just be because it's a better car. It may also be because I'm getting used to the track. I'm not sure what we did on the first lap. It was in the 120s. We're now 3.5 seconds up from that lap on this first flying lap. The lap's been going pretty well so far. I've had a couple of little slides. However, it's not been too bad. We may even see ourselves going quicker here, which would be a little bit annoying in some ways. However, obviously it shows that this car must be pretty good, and yeah, well, I'm getting used to this track as well. It's going to be quite close. It's not quite going to be a victory yet. A 120.8 does put us into second place so far. We have got a little bit of time to make up if we want to be beating the Celica though. So how does this car drive? Well, it's actually quite nice. Not too much oversteer. Definitely, that is a good thing. The brakes seem pretty good, however I left it a little bit late through there. The cornering is also pretty good. I mean, you know, it's definitely better than that of the Capri, and you don't have the understeer that you had in the Celica. So in that aspect, yeah, it is better. I reckon this car is going to go quicker. I mean, we're already over half a second up on the last lap, and we only needed to make up about 0.4 of a second. So if we just keep this all together, I think we will be beating the Celica. By how much is the question, I suppose. I don't want it to be by too much, really, because it annoys me when cars are so much further ahead of a lot of other cars. You know, they're all built to the same class, A class, 700 PI, So they should be relatively close to each other. However, you know, I guess it's how it goes with this sort of thing. Alright, here we go. We've done a 120.469, which actually still doesn't put us into first place yet, so there we go. We must have lost a little bit of time around that first sector. I've not really been checking what sort of speeds cars have been getting up to, like, you know, down the back straight and stuff like that. Oh, big slide down there, trying to get some more time out of the car. Yeah, I haven't really been seeing how fast cars have been going in certain sectors, so I can't really compare that because I haven't been checking it. But this doesn't seem too bad. Like I said earlier, it's the second most powerful car we've had so far. We've gone really bloody slow through that first sector. A little bit of sliding and stuff has made that not particularly great. So it's going to be down to the final lap, I'm pretty sure, to see if we can go quicker than the actually, wait, we did a 120.469, didn't we? I think we actually have already beaten the Celica, because that did a 124.84. So I think we have actually gone into first place already, only just, mind you, which is good in a way. I don't like beating cars by seconds and seconds, because I think it's just weird and makes it feel like I've just been getting better at the game, which is a good thing. But at the same time, then I don't feel like it's fair for the other cars. Alright, we're going to go into the last lap here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 124.69. That is going to put us in first place. Can we make that lead anymore? I think that was actually a pretty good lap, that third lap. So I think maybe I don't know, we might be able to make a little bit of time up. However, it's going to be very, very close. A lot better around that second corner, I guess, there this time. I don't know really, first corner, I don't really know. First proper corner, there's kind of a sweeping corner before it. We're coming down here, it should give us a split time. Alright, we're half a second down. That lap must have been a pretty damn good lap, which suspects to me that I am actually getting used to this course now. So maybe in the future, cars are going to be a lot closer. It looks like this car is going to be very, very close to that of the Celica. We're sliding out of this corner, trying to put the power down. We just can't do it particularly well. We are losing a lot of time. That third lap must have been one hell of a lap, and I didn't really even know it. Because yeah, I don't think we're really going to get close to that time again. And the BMW is going to go into first place. We'll have a look at it more in a second. I'm trying too hard now. I've outbraked myself into the second to last corner. We're definitely not going to be going quicker now. Let's just slide it around here. There we go, a 120.469 for the BMW. That's a pretty good time. That is a pretty good time. And we're not too far off. You know, we're not too far in front of other cars, which is good. I want the cars to be closer because it just feels like the series is much kind of fairer than if the cars are all together. And yeah, the BMW, really nice car. So its time, 120.469, will put it only just in first place, in front of the Toyota Celica with a 124.84. I mean, it's ridiculously close to that Celica, which is what I like to see. The Commodore's in third with a 120.9, and the Capri with a 121.9. So there we have it. That is going to be the video for you. What? That is going to be the video for you, this guys? That doesn't make any sense at all. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Comment what other cars you'd like to see race videos of in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.